Pi Network is leading a quiet revolution in how people think about payments and personal financial management. The debate between paying with PiCoin and paying with cash represents a clash between the traditional and the emerging, highlighting the benefits and limitations of each while signaling the direction of future financial systems in a Web3 world. What if I told you that while you're still counting bills and coins, millions of people worldwide are already living in a cashless future powered by Pi Network's revolutionary blockchain technology? The quiet revolution happening right now isn't just changing how we pay for things, it's completely reshaping the entire concept of personal finance in the Web3 era. Payments continue to evolve. The choice between using PiCoin and cash will shape how individuals manage their finances in the coming years. Pi Network is positioning itself to lead this transformation, ensuring that users have access to secure, efficient, and accessible payment options while contributing to the broader vision of a decentralized, inclusive financial system. Today, I'm going to reveal exactly why PiCoin is silently disrupting traditional banking systems and how this transformation could put financial sovereignty directly into your hands. But Pioneer, are you ready to claim your financial sovereignty? Are you also ready to abandon the financial system that's been controlling your money your entire life? Picture this. Your grandmother in another country needs emergency money, but the bank says it will take 3 to 5 business days and cost you $50 in fees. Meanwhile, a Pi Network Pioneer can send the same amount instantly for virtually nothing. So, here's what I need to know. What's stopping you from making this switch when your family's financial freedom is on the line? Again, right now, as you're watching this video, someone just paid for their coffee with PiCoin while avoiding all bank fees, someone else just sent their entire salary home to their family in seconds, and someone else just experienced true financial freedom for the first time in their life. But here's the real question. When everyone around you is already living in the future of finance, how much longer will you stay trapped in the past? Let's meet in the comments section. Tell me how you feel or what you expect from these changes, and let's believe together in the potential of Pi. Let's first greet and welcome you all, my incredible Pi Pioneer from every corner of the globe. If you're new here, I'm your host, bringing you the latest deep insights from the Pi Network ecosystem that mainstream media won't tell you about. To all my fellow pioneers watching from around the world, whether you're representing Nigeria, Philippines, India, Brazil, Canada, Pakistan, or anywhere else on this planet, please join our community by subscribing and ring notification bell if you haven't already, so you never miss any update. Also, comment Pi Network to the moon, along with your country name for seeing our global Pi family unite and grow stronger together. I'm Nathan, and in the next several minutes, I'm going to expose the hidden costs of cash that financial institutions don't want you to know about, reveal how PiCoin's blockchain infrastructure is solving problems that banks have ignored for decades, and share real stories from pioneers who are already experiencing the benefits of decentralized payments. Plus, stick around until the end, because I'll explain exactly how Pi Network is building the foundation for Web3 financial independence that could completely transform how you manage your money forever. According to my perspective, and based on this verified website, I believe I'm about to reveal a secret that has not been known by many pioneers who have been mining PiCoin using their smartphones for a long time. Let's start with a reality check about the clash between traditional and emerging payment systems. According to recent analysis by crypto experts, the debate between paying with PiCoin and paying with cash represents more than just a technology upgrade. It's a fundamental shift in how we think about financial sovereignty and personal economic freedom. Here's what the banking industry doesn't want you to understand about cash payments. Every time you handle physical money, you're participating in a system that's designed to limit your financial freedom. Cash transactions require you to carry physical documentation, deal with manual verification processes, and accept the constant risk of theft, loss, or damage to your money. But the problems go much deeper than inconvenience. When you send money to family members in other countries using traditional banking systems, you're paying for multiple layers of intermediaries that eat away at your hard-earned money. Currency exchange fees, transfer charges, service fees, and hidden costs that banks don't clearly explain can reduce your $200 transfer to just $170 by the time it reaches its destination. These aren't small charges, they're systematic wealth extraction that keeps you dependent on centralized financial institutions. The physical nature of cash also creates security vulnerabilities that digital payments eliminate completely. Large amounts of cash require transportation, counting, and manual verification, leading to delays and potential disputes that can't be easily resolved. Without clear transaction records, cash payments lack the transparency and accountability that modern financial systems demand. Now imagine a completely different reality where PiCoin's blockchain infrastructure transforms every aspect of financial transactions. When you pay with PiCoin, you're leveraging advanced encryption technology that secures each transaction while maintaining complete transparency on the Pi network. This isn't just about convenience, it's about participating in a decentralized system that puts control back in your hands. PiCoin allows online payments without requiring physical documentation, removing the friction that makes traditional financial transactions so frustrating. The process is simple and fast, making it perfect for everyday purchases, online services, and transactions within the rapidly expanding Pi network ecosystem. Each transaction is verified through Pi network's decentralized infrastructure, ensuring that the integrity of every transfer is maintained without the risk of manipulation by third parties. The cost structure of PiCoin transactions reveals why traditional banking is becoming obsolete. While banks charge users for transfers, currency exchanges, and service fees, PiCoin transactions involve minimal fees that make microtransactions and cross-border payments finally practical. This low-cost structure isn't just about saving money, it's about democratizing access to financial services that were previously available only to wealthy individuals and large corporations. Let me tell you about Maria, a Pi network pioneer from Mexico who used to spend entire afternoons standing in bank lines to send money to her daughter studying in Canada. Between transfer fees, exchange rates, and service charges, she was losing nearly $50 on every $300 transfer. Now, she sends PiCoin directly to her daughter's wallet in under 30 seconds, eliminating all intermediary fees and giving her daughter access to funds immediately instead of waiting 3 to 5 business days. This transformation isn't limited to international transfers. Local businesses in the Pi network ecosystem are discovering that accepting PiCoin payments reduces their transaction costs while providing customers with faster, more secure payment options. Restaurant owners, online service providers, and retail businesses are experiencing the benefits of blockchain-based payments that eliminate chargebacks, reduce fraud, and provide instant settlement. Pi Network's vision extends far beyond creating another cryptocurrency. The platform is building a complete financial ecosystem that aligns with Web3 principles of decentralization, user ownership, and financial sovereignty. Unlike traditional banking systems that rely heavily on intermediaries, Pi Network allows users to send and receive payments directly without involving banks or payment processors. This decentralized approach reduces the potential for interference and control from centralized financial institutions while giving users complete control over their funds. You decide how and when to spend your PiCoin without depending on centralized systems or facing unnecessary restrictions that banks impose on your own money. The Pi Network community continues to grow globally, demonstrating massive demand for alternative payment solutions that offer security, transparency, and cost-effectiveness. This growth isn't just about numbers, it's about creating a financial system that serves everyday users rather than being limited to speculative trading that benefits only a small group of wealthy investors. One of Pi Network's most revolutionary aspects is its commitment to accessibility and financial inclusion. While traditional banking services exclude billions of people worldwide due to documentation requirements, minimum balance fees, and geographic limitations, Pi Network welcomes everyone with just a smartphone and internet connection. While Pi Network has made significant progress in building its ecosystem, including wallet development, decentralized applications, and user migration preparations, the project team still retains near total control over coin distribution and network governance decisions. This centralization raises massive red flags among top exchanges like Binance, which have learned from countless disasters where early insiders dumped their tokens on unsuspecting retail traders. The crypto industry is absolutely littered with examples where early enthusiasm around promising projects led to catastrophic outcomes once team members and early insiders decided to cash out their holdings on exchanges, leaving regular users holding worthless bags. Binance's cautious approach reflects a deliberate strategy to protect not only their platform and compliance standing, but also their users from becoming exit liquidity for Pi Network's inner circle. The risk of being seen as the platform where Pi Network insiders offload massive amounts of tokens onto retail traders is simply too significant for Binance to ignore, especially given their reputation and global standing. Currently, Pi Network's closed mainnet structure severely limits the transferability of PiCoins outside its controlled ecosystem. Users can mine and transact within approved Pi Network applications, but they cannot freely transfer their coins across exchanges or even to external wallets. For Binance, attempting to list an asset in such an environment would not only conflict with their liquidity and price discovery standards, but could also create massive user frustrations when deposits and withdrawals become constrained due to network limitations. Until Pi Network demonstrates a fully open mainnet with genuine decentralization, allowing pioneers and external participants to freely transfer and trade Pi without centralized restrictions, the possibility of a Binance listing remains virtually impossible. Decentralization isn't just a cryptocurrency buzzword. It's a fundamental principle that exchanges use to evaluate risk, liquidity potential, and community governance stability before making listing decisions. The situation becomes even more complex when examining Pi Network's approach to global consensus value. Many within the Pi community have advocated for a GCV of $314,159 per PiCoin, but this astronomical figure has absolutely no market-based trading data to support it and lacks the liquidity foundation required for external exchanges to validate such a price point. Binance and other centralized exchanges require transparent, verifiable, and decentralized price discovery mechanisms to list any asset. Without these mechanisms, a listing could result in unresolvable disputes between user expectations and harsh market realities. There's also a broader media silence surrounding Pi Network's internal pricing and progress within the mainstream cryptocurrency reporting sphere. Major crypto news platforms rarely cover Pi Network's mining milestones, user statistics, or pricing developments. This silence isn't due to negligence or bias. It's often due to the complete lack of transparent, verifiable data that can meet professional journalistic standards and compliance requirements for reporting on token value and trading dynamics. Pi Network's community-driven growth strategy, which emphasizes grassroots adoption, ecosystem development, and KYC migration of users before open market listing, may serve the long-term goal of stable adoption and sustainable growth. However, this approach fundamentally conflicts with the immediate liquidity and transparency standards that top-tier exchanges require to protect their platforms, maintain regulatory compliance, and safeguard their traders from potential manipulation or fraud. The pathway for Pi Network to secure a listing on Binance and similar major exchanges does exist, but it requires fundamental changes to their current operational model. Achieving a fully open mainnet that allows free and decentralized transfers of PiCoins would demonstrate a genuine commitment to transparency and align with the operational standards that centralized exchanges demand for any serious listing consideration. Additionally, providing clear, independently verifiable data on circulating supply, wallet distribution, and ecosystem utility can address the transparency concerns that currently deter major exchanges from even considering Pi Network for listing. This data must be accessible to independent auditors and comply with the same rigorous standards applied to other major cryptocurrency projects. Perhaps most critically, Pi Network must engage directly with regulators across multiple jurisdictions to clarify the legal structure of their mining and referral model. This regulatory clarity will be essential in mitigating the extreme regulatory risk that currently overshadows the project's listing prospects. PiCoin can be mined using smartphones, making it accessible to people in regions with underdeveloped financial infrastructures. This level of accessibility stands in stark contrast to the challenges faced in using traditional banking services, particularly in areas where banks are scarce or impose prohibitive requirements on account holders. The user-friendly interface allows individuals with varying levels of technological knowledge to participate in the digital economy. With minimal entry barriers, users can begin mining PiCoin and transition into using it for transactions within the Pi ecosystem, gaining financial independence while participating in the evolving digital landscape. As digital payments continue to evolve, the choice between using PiCoin and cash will determine how individuals manage their finances in the coming years. Pi Network is positioning itself to lead this transformation by ensuring that users have access to secure, efficient, and accessible payment options while contributing to the broader vision of a decentralized, inclusive financial system. The continued development of the Pi Network ecosystem will expand use cases for PiCoin, solidifying its role in the emerging Web3 financial landscape. This isn't just about adopting new technology, it's about participating in a movement toward financial independence that reduces dependency on centralized entities while providing enhanced security, reduced costs, and the convenience of digital payments. The blockchain infrastructure that powers Pi Network represents a fundamental shift from traditional payment systems that were designed to benefit financial institutions rather than users. By supporting transactions through advanced blockchain technology, PiCoin is positioned to become a valuable component of the Web3 economy, helping users transition from traditional payment systems to a more modern, efficient alternative that prioritizes user sovereignty and financial freedom. If this deep dive into Pi Network's revolutionary approach to personal finance opened your eyes to what's really possible in the Web3 era, smash that like button right now to help spread this information to more pioneers worldwide. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss critical updates about Pi Network's journey toward mainstream adoption. And don't forget to comment Pi Network to the moon with your country. Let's see how truly global our Pi family has become